Alright guys, welcome back to Wild Outdoor Living. So today we're going to be talking about my Zwift setup. Now I've been filming this video for a few weeks now, and to be honest, what's happening right now around the world and even here in Idaho was not happening when we first started filming. So there's a couple of things that have changed with the setup as a result. In some of the video you'll see that there were a couple of us riding Zwift together. That is no longer the case given the situation. There's so many videos on YouTube for Zwift setups and indoor cycling setups, and the reason I made this video is because I would see a lot of videos talking about the really expensive setups or the budget setup, which was considered like your basic smart trainer and a speed sensor, and that was basically about it. Just like they would show you, you see a lot of them with the very cheapest setup, and then setups that are basically as high as you can go. Essentially trainers over $1,000, lots of accessories, stuff like that. So what I wanted to show was my kind of practical approach to get the full experience out of Zwift without going too expensive. All right, welcome to the Zwift setup. So we've got the Wahoo Kicker Snap here, and I am running a Continental 32 millimeter trainer tire on the checkpoint, and then of course I have the checkpoint set up pretty much the way I normally do. I typically will run 2 bottles nowadays. I had been running 1, and on these longer group events I have been running out of water, so I'm back to running 2. The Wahoo Kicker Snap comes with a little wheel block, and then everything else is pretty much the same. I do have this Cyclops bike cover, and the nice thing about it is it holds my phone and keeps it clean, and then it also protects my bike, which is really important because you sweat a lot on the trainer and you don't always have a towel handy, or it's hard to reach. And so this just keeps all that salt out of the bike, because if you get salt and sweat in these cables or anywhere else in the bike, it can do a lot of damage to your components. So just trying to keep things fresh. And then I have this box fan that we got at Walmart, and it's actually really powerful and keeps me pretty cool. So we can turn this on real quick. It's pretty loud, but as you can see, it's powerful enough to move that cover there and make it start to flap. So plenty of airflow. I usually run it on setting 1 right here for the majority of the rides, and it does pretty well as far as that goes. And then as far as electronics are concerned, I'm running an old laptop, and it's just running the Zwift app on there. It works great once the app is running, but it definitely takes a while to get everything loaded and ready. So that's something I just have to kind of live with, but it's a laptop I already have and it works great. And then it does not have Bluetooth or ANT Plus built in. And so I could add a Bluetooth dongle, and I may do that just for added speed in terms of connectivity. But right now what I do is I just put the Wahoo companion app on my phone. It runs Bluetooth, and then it's on the same Wi-Fi network as the laptop, and it basically talks between the laptop and the trainer and makes that all work. So fairly inexpensive. Trainer full retail is about $500, and then the laptop I already had. And so that's pretty much what I'm into it. And then Austin over here, a friend that trains with me down here in the basement from time to time, he is running the Wahoo Kicker Core, and he also has power beater pedals. So if you are looking for a more accurate, quicker response in terms of your power numbers, and you're doing a lot of races and you really want that to be as accurate as possible, that might be something you look at. The other thing I do is I put the Zwift program at the trainer difficulty at 75%. And I do that because default is 50%. And while that works great, it puts you in some really weird gears, especially with this small 4630 gravel gearing I have. I end up running out of gears, and I spend basically the whole time in the top ring. So in order to combat that and make it a little bit more normal, I tried setting it at 100%, and it was awesome, except for it put a little bit too much torque on this wheel driven chainer. And so I was getting tire slippage at 100%. So I brought it down to 75%, and that reduced a little bit of the torque in terms of braking. And I haven't had really any issues with that. So 75% has worked well for this setup. But otherwise, that's pretty much about it. Fairly inexpensive, really powerful. You get really good feedback from the program, and yeah, gives a great workout. If you guys have any questions, again, please leave them in the comments down below, and stay safe out there, guys.